Okay, so after a difficult phase in my life, I went to do my master's in Chicago, and when I came back, I was very sure that I wanted to do something which would be a continuation of what my parents have already done, but I wanted to do it more structurally, but still not that structurally that it would hamper the artist. Like there was no programming. A lot of artists in those days came from extremely humble background, and some of them actually fought with their parents and came to study art, which is absolutely opposite of today, when art is considered to be a very good way of earning, and it's glamorous and it's exciting to be in this, but it wasn't like that. So, coming back to the artist wanted to stay in Baroda. So I think that the need of the time was that patrons, supported them for spaces, for income, and also, buying their necessities, which is literally buying a stone or canvas. It was not so easy in those days. So when I came back from the masters, I was sure that I would want to make it a more serious affair. And that's when, I think in 2003 and 4, AQ at Preshri, the artist studio, started, and I was supported by a lot of senior artists who were senior by then because they were friends of mom, including KG Subramaniam, Gulam sir, Jyoti Bhatt sir, Jyotsna Ben. Story about Jyotsna Ben is that, when I was a kid, my mom used to spend a lot of time at the MS University because we came from Delhi and mom did not know Gujarati. So she felt that the MS University, anyway, she was an artist by not by profession, but by choice. And she used to spend a lot of time at the university. So I used to study at the Convent of Jesus and Mary, which is also very close to the university. And then she used to pick me up, and we used to spend a lot of time at the university when I was a kid. And my first encounter with the first artist of my life was Jyotsna Bhatt, who's a ceramic artist. She was this beautiful, stoic-looking lady with this, she used to tie her hair, and I was absolutely mesmerized by the wheel, the ceramic she used to do. And I was barely 12, 11, and I went and asked her how much is the work for. And she started laughing, and she says, "I'm sure one day you'll be selling art." And she said that, I think, when I was a kid, she told me when I grew up that, "Do you remember that?" And I guess at that point, something the universe had conspired that I'd be a gallerist and a studio owner. So we started this in 2004, and we also started a separate printmaking studio because, again, printmaking needs a lot of equipments, and there were a lot of artists who could not afford to buy those. And always it's a great idea to work together. I started working with him, but I continued showing sculpture artists, printmaker, installation artist, ceramic artist, and of course the painters who came out of the MS University. And it was like a marriage which was just in my mind probably, but yeah, we used to pick up students from the university, and then we also used to give them space in the studio to work, which also kind of helped me to understand and their story, their narrations, and show them in Bombay. And this has been going on for now 20 years.